welcome to the game plan. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lindsay.
I'm Rico.
And today we're going to be doing kind of like our look back on 2019.
Oh.
So kind of like...
That's a good way to... I was just going to say ... of 2019.
So it's going to be a look back. I like that better.
Yeah, look back. So we're going to discuss best of, worst of, favorite moments, that kind of thing. But like just one item per topic. Mm-hmm. Try and make it not incredibly long.
Yeah, we want to keep it pretty short, but inclusive of all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right, what are we doing?
So the first topic is going to be the best con of 2019.
Okay. What's yours?
So I'll go first.
Yep.
Anybody who watches the channel probably has heard this. My favorite con was Token Con in Oklahoma City. September? Is it
October.
October?
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Yeah, it was.
We actually have a video that we discussed a lot of that stuff, so you should check it out if you're interested. I would recommend going to it.
Yeah. My favorite con of 2019 was also Token Con.
Oh, okay. It's not a huge surprise.
No, it's not. The only bad part is we don't get to play a whole lot of games with our friend who actually puts on the con. Yeah. So that is a kind of a downside, but yeah, it's such a good con.
Yeah, it was really good this year.
It's the perfect size.
And it was so good that the huge negative of not being able to play with our friend, it was still the best one. So yeah, it was pretty good.
That's good. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. The next thing is the worst new to me game. Now, this is a game that was not published in 2019, but we first played it in 2019.
Okay.
Would you want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay. So for me, that was Who Goes There?
Me too.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I guess neither one of us enjoyed this so much.
Sorry, Mike and Carrie. They're the ones who taught us the game.
Yeah, just not big on cooperative games, and very luck-driven, very punishing.
Something I have learned a lot this year is that I don't like co-op games. We got into the hobby by playing Pandemic, but now the co-op games are just kind of going down to the bottom. They're just sinking fast.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a very, very select few co-op games that I enjoy, let alone ask to play.
Are there any?
Maybe not for you, so I don't want to go too off topic.
Okay.
The Shipwreck Arcana, I think, is a fun co-op.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, yeah.
I like the Grizzled. I know you don't.
I don't like the Grizzled.
And that just summarizes
stressful.
my list.
Okay. So we both had the same worst new to me game, which was Who Goes There. It just went on forever.
All right, so then to bring it up a notch, we're going to do the best new to me game of 2019.
Okay.
So this is a game that was not published in 2019, but the first time you played it was 2019.
Okay.
So for me, I was kind of surprised that this one stood out so high, because there was a lot of good games this year, and I played a lot of good games new to me in that, and Heaven and Ale.
Oh, that was a great one.
Heaven and Ale was like, nailed it. That game's going to get into the collection one of these days.
I feel kind of bad now.
Uh-oh. She going to change her mind mid-sentence and
maybe,
say Heaven
I don't
and
know. No. I really like Dice Hospital.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I just want to play that one again a lot, and we don't have it, so I really want to get it.
Okay, so I guess we have to buy two games.
No, we need to play it at a con or something just to make sure that I like it, because it's hard to buy it after one play, but it just kind of stuck with me, and I just kind of keep thinking about it. So I want to play it again at the next con we go to.
Well, I don't know if she knows this, but there's some promos that I've been collecting over the years of Dice Hospital.
Oh.
And because I kind of figured it was going to get here eventually, so we'll have them.
That's nice.
So,
that's nice. Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, what's next?
All right, the next one is the biggest disappointment of 2019. So this is a game that was published or not, new to me, whatever. Just you had an expectation going in that this was going to be, and it was not that.
Okay.
All right, for me, it was Abomination.
Okay.
I really hoped that I would like this. So the theme, the concept behind the theme, I thought was really neat.
Yeah.
I loved kind of it being dark, and it was just something that a lot of games and publishers don't explore as much, and I thought that was really cool. The artwork was grotesque, and
it was great.
It was just really great presentation. The packaging, the concept, all of it, the theme. Loved. Even the mechanics of the game, for the most part, were just great. You're just going around doing all stuff. It was too long, and
the dice roll.
And then it just like all these elaborate plans and mechanisms that you put in place can be completely wiped out by a dice roll.
I'm like, oh. That's a big pet peeve over here.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that. And it just is like it. And now I've heard that there's a variant that both shortens it. Well, for me, it was like
go on to
the first part of it was really fun. Like kind of getting your stuff going, exploring. Like, okay, who am I gonna be killing, or who am I gonna be harvesting?
And who am I going to be? Like your character and stuff.
Yeah, that was interesting. The end was really interesting. Like, okay, this is gonna wrap up soon. People are gonna be closing this out. I need to get on. Like, my plans need to come to fruition now, and I need it. And then there was like the middle third that was just a slog to get to that last part. So it's like if you could cut out that middle third and just have the beginning and end. It would have been better. And even with the amount of luck that they introduced, that may not have been as much of a killer as it was for me, because it's like if I spend an hour, 90 minutes, and the luck dictates a little bit what's going on, it sucks. But if I spend 3 hours and then the luck dictates,
and then you roll and just nothing happens,
that sucks.
What?
So I didn't like that, but I've heard that there's two variants both that fix that luck part and the length, so I need to try those.
Yeah, I'd give it another shot. I liked the theme enough.
Yeah. With those variants, I do want to try it again, but as it is, it was just such a big disappointment, because I really wanted to like it.
Yeah. My biggest disappointment was Wingspan.
Oh.
Because the first time I played it, I was really excited about it, and I thought it was just going to be a great, fun, really nicely presented, pretty game. And the second time I played it, I couldn't do anything because it's so luck driven on what cards you get, and I couldn't get my engine going at all, and that was a big disappointment to me, especially since the first time I played it, it was up here, and then the second time I played it, it just kind of went down. So it's good that we played it twice.
Yeah, that is.
Otherwise, I would be like, when are we buying Wingspan?
Yeah, I knew from the first play that I was like, I could see there being issues, but I didn't know. Sometimes games feel that way, and they have mechanisms for mitigating that luck. And then we played it a second time, the same con, we played it a second time, and I think other people realized that.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think, for me, this is a game that it had a whole lot of hype, and I don't think it's a bad game.
No.
It's fine, I'd play it. It's very pretty, love the theme, that kind of stuff, very good. But the gameplay itself is just too much luck for myself. And so I see a lot of the hype around this, and I wonder if the people who've played this have played enough times for that luck to be a factor. Because with luck, sometimes you just get lucky, and the game will be smooth, and everybody will just, perfect, enjoy themselves. Or one or two people or everybody could just get unlucky, and then it's a slog because you can't get the engine going, because you can't get the cards you need, and there's really no way to get into the cards you need soon enough to make your engine worth anything at the end of the game. So if you don't get into it now, what's the point? That kind of a thing.
And the first time I played it, I got really lucky, and it was really fun. And the second time I played it, it was just like complete opposite, where I just couldn't get anything going. Yeah. But I really like the birds. Yeah. We live in Florida, and I recognized a lot of the birds, and that was exciting.
Yeah. But I like the birds too. All right, so then now to bring it up again.
Okay.
The best surprise. So the opposite of disappointment. Something that you went into thinking, all right, we're just going to play a game, this is going to be fun. And you're like, wow, this game nailed it.
I feel like we're going to have a crossover here.
Oh, I think maybe that's true too. Well, maybe.
Yeah, what is yours?
Mine was Sentient.
Mine was Sentient.
Yeah, that
Yep.
nailed it. That game nailed it.
It really did. I went in thinking, we had just had dinner, we were coming back, we were going to play another game and then call it a night, and I was just like kind of ready to call it a night already. But I was like, Rico wants to play, let's just get through it. And it was just so much fun. I really enjoyed it after I understood what was going on. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Her description of let's just get through it, Rico, that's the story of our life.
It is not. You stop. It was that one night I'd had a glass of wine at dinner, so I was a little sleepy.
It was a great game.
It was.
It implements basically the World's Fair 1983.
1893.
I was like, that doesn't sound right. 1983.
1893.
One more time. It implements the same so this popped into my head, and then I found out we had discussed this again on another video.
It's the same
and
designer.
someone came and said, "Oh yeah, that's interesting. I didn't realize that. Oh, but it's the same designer." No,
Yeah,
and then
I
I'm
had
like,
no
"Oh,
idea.
it's the same designer. Well, that makes sense
Yeah.
because it's essentially World's Fair rethemed second edition."
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of World's Fair because Rico can see what I'm trying to do and thwart me, and this one didn't feel that way. This one didn't feel like that at all. It felt like I was in control of what I was doing. So.
Yeah, I think the placement of the plus minuses in this game have a lot more freedom for strategy than they do in World's Fair because they are based off of what you draw, and then it's a little more limiting.
Yeah.
So I can see that.
So that was good.
Fired on all cylinders. Recommend it to
Yep.
anybody. That one's going to be going into the collection
As
and
soon
then
as it
replacing.
can, but right now it's out of print.
Yeah.
We always find a game we love, and then it's always out of print. Yeah. So, okay, what's next?
All right. So now it's just generally a whole lot of niceness.
Oh, yeah, I like this one.
Okay, so best experience. So this would be the single
Oh, yeah, this is
event
fun.
that occurred
Okay.
that just like, yeah, this was it for me, 2019. Mine was finding Vesna on the Rise of
Yeah.
Fenris expansion.
He did find Vesna.
That was really cool because she kicks ass.
She's a really good character.
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to force myself not to play her every time
Every single time.
because I really like her.
Yeah, that was good. You also found Fenris.
I found Fenris as well.
Spoiler! There's 2 new factions in Rise of Fenris.
Yeah.
Mine was a little different. So we have this friend who, when he sits down at the table, you're playing for second. Paul.
Oh, okay. I know.
Every single time.
I know what this one is then.
And so when we were at Dice Tower Con, we played Gugong with Paul, and he only beat me by 1 point. And that was really exciting because Gugong is it's a heavier game, and I was actually competing with Paul. So that was my best moment of 2019.
Yeah.
It was exciting.
That was a good moment. I
Yeah.
remember you being super excited about that. I
Yeah.
knew exactly when you said playing for second.
Yeah.
It was Paul.
So that was fun, even though he kind of poked at you a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit during that game.
And then I poked back.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one is going to be best components for a game published in 2019.
Okay.
So of all the games that you played 2019,
Are we gonna have a crossover here?
maybe
Okay.
mine's Tapestry.
Mine's Tapestry.
Okay, that one.
How can you? I don't know how you can not choose that.
I thought
Just on the components.
I thought possibly Wingspan. That one crossed my mind. For components, because it's got those cute
Got the
little
little
eggs and a little
yeah.
nest and a little dice tower-y thing.
Okay, yeah.
I also thought those were cute. I didn't think they were as polished, nice, like
Yeah.
quality,
Yeah.
maybe. Oh,
Well.
excuse me. I didn't think they were as nice of quality, maybe, but I thought that they were very. They were just perfect for the setting
Yeah.
of the game.
Yeah,
Whereas
they are.
I think, are good for
They're
the.
just
But the mats, the
Yeah,
texture of the
yeah.
mats that make the pieces stick so they don't
Mm-hmm.
need sliding. Because you got all these big pieces and little pieces that you're trying to put out on your city map, and it'd be very easy to knock those
them,
and push
yeah.
those around and make it little cluttered because it's already very cluttered and make it even worse because you're like, oh crap, was that guy over here or here?
Yeah.
And they just stick so well. Like I don't know what kind of material that is, but it just sticks really well. And all the plastic pieces are pre-painted.
Yeah. Very nicely done.
I think they're great. Yeah, I know that there's going to be they're not maybe competition worthy, obviously, but they're just nice little,
Yeah. It's
3-color
just the
painted.
flat color. There's not shading or anything like
Yeah,
that. But
I think they look nice. They
Yeah.
feel great. They're all little plasticky pieces, and I just
yeah,
love,
I love it. Yeah. I like playing that game so that I can play with the components.
Yeah. You're putting your guy out and you're just rubbing it because
Yeah.
it feels so
It's
nice.
like, where do I want to put him? And then you pick up another one and figure out what you're going to do next.
Yeah. That's my number one, and
Yeah.
your best and my
Yeah.
best. All right, cool. Now, best art of game that you played in that was published in 2019.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe.
So mine is Wingspan.
Oh, okay. Mine's Barrage.
Oh, okay.
I really like the cool kind of almost steampunk.
Steampunk, yeah. It's
kind of dark.
Yeah,
yeah.
it is.
I like
Yeah,
it.
you're right. I didn't really think about it, but like the CEOs and the I guess it's business boards and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like Tesla, like electrical
Yeah.
stuff going
Yeah.
on. Yeah, good.
I like it.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
Wingspan.
Wingspan.
Yeah.
It's been
It's a beautiful game.
touted. It's so the birds. I just love
Yeah.
birds, and it's awesome. The theme is awesome. All
Yeah.
that's very good. So.
I like it.
All right, now the best theme of a game published in 2019 that you played.
What's yours?
So I considered Wingspan because I do love those birds, but I have to say I went with Chocolate Factory.
That's a good one.
I was like, I like the idea of a chocolate factory. I like the idea. So for me, engine building and just games in general, very logical and puzzly. I love those games, and that lends itself very much to an assembly line type of thing where you have this motion and then this thing can upgrade to here or it can do that, and you have this little tree of decisions that comes out. I love that, and a factory is a perfect setting for that. And chocolate, hell yeah. So, bam, Chocolate Factory. That killed it.
Mine was Abomination.
Oh, okay. And I can see that, because that was a really cool...
It's a really cool theme. You're making a friend for Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like dictating what you do. So you're basically Frankenstein and the monster's telling you what to do.
Yeah.
And you're going and you're killing a ton of people to make one like whole person. So I just really liked it. I thought it was fun. I killed a lot of people.
You did kill a lot of people. All right, cool. That's a good one. A good choice.
It really, and the art's really good. It's just, I mean, it's a little gruesome, but I thought it was very well done.
Good choice.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so now we're going to drop it back down before the big reveal. So this one is the worst game that you played that was published in 2019.
Okay, hold on. Oh, I got mine. Yeah.
Okay. Mine is Horrified.
Mine was Horrified.
Oh. Okay. Worst game published in 2019.
That we played.
That we played. Again, kind of solidified.
Yeah.
Co-ops.
Co-ops are not.
Maybe just not it.
My jam.
I hate to say that it's just a co-op thing, but to me, it's that so many co-ops rely on so much luck to keep the game moving forward.
They're just so punishing.
I don't like that. I don't like games with that much luck. And
anywhere.
That's another reason I don't like co-ops, is that I love like a civ building, city building, tile laying, those games, because when I get finished, I can look down at the city that I've created. And I can see the things built up.
Even if you didn't do that well, you can still see
have
what
something,
you've done.
Yeah, it's just fun to build the thing. I guess I love being constructive. I'm not a person who likes to vandalize, maybe. I don't know. It's just that sense of accomplishment at the end. It's like that, even if and I don't care if I win or lose, ever. Yeah. That's what I find fun, is, and then in a co-op game, it's almost the exact opposite of that. Like you start with something big, and the game, until where at the end, you're just spare parts on the ground, and I'm like, wow, we spent that whole time getting down to that. And
it's weird because every time we play a co-op, it's usually with Mike and Carrie, who are the people that we play most of the games with, and they're always like, oh, this wasn't as bad last time we played. We won last time.
I guess we just have the dark cloud of bad luck around us, because every time I play a co-op, people are like, wow, it's usually not that bad.
Yeah. And we played Horrified once, and we lost so fast, we decided to play again right after, and we hardly ever do that. But it was just like 5 minutes and it was done. And our friends are like, oh, well, that doesn't usually happen. Let's just play again real quick.
And it was not as bad, but it was still
so
horribly...
It just frustrates me, yeah.
Okay. I could spend an entire video bashing on co-ops, but I won't.
We won't.
All right, so let's bring it back up.
Okay.
So this is the best game of 2019.
Okay, hold on.
That was published in 2019.
Pretty sure I know what mine is, but hold on. Okay.
And this will be no surprise to anybody who knows me, has watched this channel.
Let me guess. Is yours Barrage?
Oh my God. She got it. Nailed it. Barrage. I love Barrage. So Barrage to me is Power Grid 2.0.
Yeah.
It gives me a lot of the same sense of strategy and how it kind of plays out. The decisions are similar. And I love Power Grid so much, I will never consider replacing it with Barrage, and I will continue to try and find expansions and all that kind of love Power Grid. Yeah. So that's just what I'm like. This is how much I'm saying is Barrage is that 2.0. It's a little bit tighter. It's It's a lot tighter.
It's a lot tighter. It's harder to get started.
Yeah, it's a little opaque in the strategy. If you're new to the game, especially new to the game, and even if you aren't new to the game, starting out just trying to get like where am I going to start is a little opaque. Once you get on a path and you feel it building it, then it can feel a little clearer. But to start, it can be a little more difficult. It's far more punishing if you don't do well. If you make a bad decision, especially early, you're probably going to be suffering from that decision.
But you can still do stuff.
Yeah.
Barrage is one of those games I'm never going to be good at it, but I like going through the motions, I guess.
Yeah.
I like the game.
If you're a player who's hung up on winning, like if you get your enjoyment out of winning, you may want to not play Barrage a whole lot unless you want to get just really good and destroy everybody, because that's a game that you're just not going to win a lot. And if you do something wrong, even if you're a smart person and you're thinking through everything, things just aren't going to turn out your way because of the decision. It's very interactive,
It's not take that.
Yeah, it's not like not combat-y interaction. It's very blocky interaction.
Yeah.
There's limited resources that are available to people, and so if someone can get in on something, it can completely block out other players on things. So you could be making all the right decisions and find yourself on that go moment in The Beautiful Mind. Did anyone get that reference?
No.
Oh, he played it perfectly and lost. You could do all the right things and it just not turn out the way it was supposed to, like you weren't able to get in at the time you thought you were going to or whatever reason, and you suffer for the rest of the game. You probably won't win. You can't come back.
And you can be thinking you're doing really well, and then somebody just cuts you off.
Yeah. Like I've got this. As soon as I put that conduit in place,
yeah.
And I lost.
Yeah. It's that kind of thing. My best of 2019 was Tapestry. Because I want to keep playing it, and I want to keep trying to figure out the best faction and play all the factions, and I really like the components, and everything's just beautiful. There's so many different ways to go that I haven't even explored yet. We've only played twice.
Yeah.
Barrage we've played four
times? Something like that, yeah.
So we just need to play it more. I want to play it 2-player and see how it is.
Yeah.
I want to play it 4-player again. I want to explore all the things.
That was a game that when I played Barrage before that one, and I was like, well, this is the 2019 game. There's nothing that could even come close. Yeah. And when I played Tapestry for the first time, I said, okay, there's a game that might.
It came close.
And then I played it again the second time. I'm like, yeah, this is definitely something that I would consider. And had Barrage not been in the running, I think like that would have been better than my best game of 2018. Like this really, any given year normally would have been my best of 2019. So I like it. And the thing is, I know there's a lot of controversy. A lot of people are poo-pooing on the game, and I think some of that is just because it's Stonemaier. People love to hate the people who are doing well for some reason. They like drama. I know some of it's that. Some of it is maybe legitimate. Like this isn't a Civilization game because he claimed it's like a Civilization game. To me, I don't care. It's just fun. It's just I don't really know that much about Civilization.
I want to go to space. I haven't gotten to go to space yet.
There's a lot of people who are saying this game isn't great, and there are balance issues with the factions, but there's an online errata that he's keeping up to date. Like, hey, when you play with this faction, decrease this or increase that to try and balance it.
He's actively trying to fix those kinds of things. And sometimes you're just not going to catch that stuff until you... Yeah,
until you have millions of plays.
You can't playtest every single thing in this kind of magnitude.
There's too much. There's just too many permutations of possibilities. So I like that he's constantly keeping up on that. And again, to me, winning, I don't care. So this is a game like,
win anyway,
oh my god, unless I use this faction, I can't win, so I don't want to play. Well, I don't really want to play with a person like that anyway, so
sucks.
Welcome to go play your other games.
Yeah, go play Horrified.
Yeah. Wow.
A little snarky.
I like it.
Okay, good.
Let's end there.
Okay, we can do that. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you guys.
If you have any comments, questions, anything to add, leave it in the comments below.
Yeah, let us know what your best of, worst of, ... look back.
Look back on 2019.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Bye.